Wait for 4. It looks like we're going with 3, and we're Albion. Will be challenging against Polania and Crimea. Patriotic. Okay, can work with this. I didn't look at my objectives. Need to do that. Oh, it's militant. Agricultural Polania. All right. What do you say, guys? Think we can get second here, going last? Maybe painful. Crimea knows what they're doing. Yeah, TBJ, the game started really quickly. So we've got to get coins as soon as we possibly can. So let's try to get the coin in list before anyone starts building mechs. Then maybe some upgrades. See what people have to say in chat over here. Let me have fun. You are going to kill us. All right, let's trade for some food. Set ourselves up for a reduce into a coin enlist next turn. TBJ, we'll get you in the next game. You want? All right. Polania is doing the trade for 2 oil and upgrade. I bet you they upgrade either their move or their bolster and their deploy here. Oh, sure thing. Hope you enjoy cooking. Oh, no, he's going to upgrade these enlist. So I'm not really sure what he's doing in this game. Should be fun to watch. Okay, let's get this coin enlist out ASAP, and let's grab some combat cards because, you know, we don't have any. Still a beginner, so maybe not. Crimean Militant in the... I love cooking. My wife hates to. Whatever works, man. My wife's an amazing cook, and I'm not sure you could even call me a cook. I can make 4 things. 4 or 5 things. This is an enlist out of Crimea. What did we see? Yeah. Crimea knows what they're doing. They're snowing us. What do we see out of Polania now? I mean, we start with more coins than the militant board, but even with Patriotic, I don't think we're going to be able to keep up. Trade for some oil. We're going to need some upgrades. See, this trade for metal first with the militant board is faster than just going produce into a trade enlist. Because you get yourself... Like this time they can, this next turn they can trade for a food and a metal and enlist again with a card, and then they're all set up to do a movement action. So far this is textbook how I play it, so we'll see if it stays with it or departs at some point. All right, Polania. Here comes another upgrade. We're gonna move. Of course, we're not gonna put the flag here. As we know, it really does nothing. Let's upgrade our deploy. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100, 101, 102, 103, 104, 105, 106, 107, 108, 109, 110, 111, 112, 113, 114, 115, 116, 117, 118, 119, 120, 121, So I'm thinking in trade for a food and a metal here. The other thing you could do is you could go ahead and move a worker up here. And go ahead and create the mech. Oh, he's just going to gain a coin. Okay, so are we going to see five worker militant? You don't see that very often. That would be... I'd like to see where that goes. Okay, almost certainly a move out of Polania here. Maybe another upgrade on that enlist. You seem to want to start enlisting. Oh, rip our objectives, guys. It's bad. Number 3 is good all by itself, but there's not a good second option. Polania here. I mean, 2 power and 2 combat cards, I guess, but with agricultural, if you're enlisting, you're going to be getting power. So basically, they get 2 upgrades this turn. Yeah, I'm not happy about that encounter if I'm Polania. Number 3, like I said, is a good option, but I mean, you could upgrade your deploy here and take 2 metal, and then you're set up for create a couple mechs, I guess. You can upgrade your enlist with the manual upgrade. And yeah, it looks like that's what they're going to do. Oh, they're going to upgrade the deploy twice. Okay. Works, I guess. All right. Get ourselves one more upgrade on this deploy next time we move. So I think that Crimea is moving this turn. I think we're going to see a 5-worker Crimea. I mean, Crimean Militant, you're not usually going to see 5 workers. No, 8 workers. See, I definitely would have moved last time instead of gaining that coin, because he gained a coin, but he gave up the opportunity to get an extra food that turn. Which, I mean, you might say a coin is better than a food because you could spend a coin to get 2 food. But if it costs you an extra turn to make up for that food later on, that's the real cost. Okay. Let's not forget to drop a flag here. We're happy with where these guys are, so we're going to leave them there. Because we're going to produce the 3 workers and have enough to make a mech after this turn. Don't forget the flag. Don't forget the flag. 2 metal and a pop or 4 metal. I want 4 metal. I don't think I'm going to get to tier 2 with the patriotic board in this game. Flag placed. That was a good encounter. We can build a mech our very next turn now. We can build 2 mechs already. Got 5. Ooh. Number 2 and number 3 are both legit. I mean, number 1's probably better. You can get the upgrade and just spin the card. Talk about getting bailed out. Now, because he was only going to make 5 metal, which was not going to be enough for 3 mechs. even with cards. But now he can upgrade his move and his deploy, and 5 will be enough for 3 mechs, spending 1 card. So I mean, maybe he didn't get bailed out, maybe he was gambling on getting oil off the encounter, but if he was, it paid off. What'd Polania do? Gained 2 oil here on a trade. And there's a Riverwalk mech. Alright. Go ahead and make mech number 1. Go with Rally. Nice little jumping coins for us. Winning the coin total. Don't think we can sustain that with Militant on the board, but we're going to do our best. So let's think about what we want to do now. I think the answer is we want to produce. That's going to get us to 4 metal. Make another mech. We have an upgraded move, so that's good. What happened there? Okay, traded for an oil and a food, and then paid 3 food for enlist number 2. So Crimea with 1 produce is going to have all the resources they need. Even if he got in food or metal, he would have been covered for the missing metal, right? Yeah, I guess so. I mean, you could theoretically get too much food, but he only had 1 enlist going into his spread, so yeah, I think he'd be fine as long as the numbers worked out. Sometimes when you get one thing, but yeah, it would have worked. You're right. You can get into scenarios where you get too much of one thing that's under trade, or you don't have, like with Polania Militant, for instance, if you have 3 food, you can trade for 2 metal, but then 2 metal is not enough to make a mech. But Crimea doesn't have that problem because it's got coercion. Here comes either an upgrade or a produce out of Crimea, I'd say. Crabs84, thanks for the follow, man. Appreciate you. That upgrade is just devastating for us. The triple move plus the 2 metal deploy for Crimea. That hurts. That hurts badly. Polonia's power situation. They have plenty. Ooh. Gonna build buildings? Hey, Evil Tim. Hey, Evil Tim, I know you're subbed. See if there are any new emotes. If you can use an emote. Looks like to me like there are maybe 2 available. There they are. Yeah, I set them up today. I had to figure out how to do it, but I got some Twitch emotes now. I'm a real boy. Let's see here. Do shield, I guess. Look at us with 15 coins already. Still leading. For now. Here comes Crimea, though. The resources, the resources. Okay, so one thing I don't like about the way they did this is they're going to have to do a second gain action. You can set this up in such a way that by the time, you know, I may be off there. I'm trying to remember. Yeah, you can set it up in such a way that you have 2 mechs. You get your second mech while distributing workers, so that by the time you get your metal, you're getting ready to move out of the base. All right, so I could move and go grab the encounter, but I don't want to do that yet. And the reason I don't want to do that yet is I have a triple move. So what I want to do is I want to produce to 5 workers and then set up a little engine here and get 3 workers on enlist. So I'm going to do this. And then we'll move, go grab the encounter. Hope it's something good. There's Riverwalk. He just gained again, right? Yeah, he's used 2 gain actions so far. Okay, so when we move, let's be real here, we don't need that much more metal. We only need 1. So let's leave a worker on this space and just move 3 here and move the character to this spot. Another enlist out of Polania. Popularity enlist, they're going for tier 2. Again, let's not forget the flag. Just need like the 7 popularity encounter, right? $2 and a pop. I'm gonna take this. And I'm gonna take this because I have 1 worker on this village. So my last 2 enlists, I'm gonna produce with him twice to get to 8 workers, but I need 1 pop to do that. All right, so now we got to think about our power situation because the power star is a very real possibility for us. So if we produce the next turn, and I'd like to produce because I have more mechs than enlists. If we produce the next turn, we'll drop to 8, but we can go to 10 with the power bonus here. We produce again, we go to 9. I'm sorry, we produce, we end up at 10. We do the bolster and the deploy. We go to 13. We produce again. We go to 12. We bolster deploy. We go to 15. We're 1 short. That means what we need to do is we need to bolster deploy, even though it puts us a little bit ahead in our mechs. I don't like being back here and just occupying 3 spaces, but it's kind of where our game has taken us. And let's put burrow right here. We got to make sure to not produce on this spot until enlist number 3. Which is fine because right now we need another metal anyway, right? Crimea's almost caught us in raw coins right there. Now they're moving out of the base and they're going to start chewing up territory. So we're officially now into the mid game. Crimea has the resources. We have our engine. Alani is lagging a little bit economy-wise, endpoint-wise. Crimea's got 3 moves here. They can pretty much own the center of the board. Question is, do you go ahead and attack Polania while you're at it? Answer might be yes. No, Crimea's not going to do much moving out of the base. What'd they take? 2 food and a popularity? Why not having 4 on food and producing 3 times, and then moving 3 to village-wise spreading, reducing for the 4th enlist and 8 workers? You could do it that way too. I just thought it was kind of clean because I need 1 more metal. So this I produce 3 food, 1 metal that gets me to 2. I make my last mech and get the power star. Then I have 2 enlists left and I just have to produce on this space 2 times. I mean, the way you're talking about doing it doesn't cost me a popularity, but it does cost me a move action. And if I'm not going to tier 2, that popularity is not really worth anything anyway, so. Alani is going to encounter right here. They got a structure if they want it. I'm not sure they want to go to 6 workers, to be honest. It would be structure number 2, and they're wanting to get that build star. Oh, wonder if they turn down the worker here. Yeah, that was my thinking at least. Although I am going to have to use a move action anyway. See what Crimea's left. Crimea's got 1 enlist left. No one's got oil on the ground. Is this game going to... I don't know that this game is going to last long enough for Alania to get us into tier 2, is it? Alania shows no sign of enlisting. They're agricultural though, so they're building a building next turn. Gonna live a little dangerously here. Not gonna get the pop yet though. Remember, because we gotta turn around and deploy our last mech and get the power star the same turn. So we get a 2-star turn next time. And another net 3 coins. Foma played my first 2 games of ranked side a couple days ago and won both. Learned much from watching. Thank you. Hey, Bailnage. So, were you the one who commented on my video? I think I saw your comment. Either that or you're another person who's played their first 2 games and won both recently. I bet you got a nice little elo jump from that. Were they? Yeah, you said they were ranked. Elo is so volatile. Must have been another. Yeah. Elo is so volatile at the very beginning. Polani is going to push Crimea into tier 2. Went to 1290 or so. Yeah, in the beginning, you win a game, you get a lot of Elo. I don't know how it goes. Alright, there's a mine. And Crimea's in tier 2. Great. Okay. Let's I'm not really even sure where to put this, to be honest. I mean, we have rally, so I don't know that it matters too much, but let's put it on the village where a bunch of workers are going to be pretty soon. I kind of feel good with how our game is going, honestly. I mean, it is round 15, but we've got 28 coins. We're not very spread out, which is the downside. But I'm not sure how quickly Crimea is going to end this game, so it might be... I mean, we're not going to get to tier 2. They may have to come out of it, though, to end. The thing that could really hurt is if this game lasts long enough for Polani to get into tier 2 and spread. Crimea is starting to spread out their workers. Not really sure what the purpose of putting it on the village is. But if Polania doesn't move, Crimea can get a 1v1 fight with that factory card next turn. That's star number 3 for Crimea. Yeah. So they can hit us here. One v one, either of these spaces. But I mean, we've got more power than Polania. Fewer combat cards. I think we just roll the dice here. Well, there's oil on the ground, but we don't need power. All right, if we don't get attacked this turn, we've got to create a consolidated front. Taking a little bit of a risk here. Scout is out. We only have 1 combat card. Oh. Two oil and the... Okay, so Crimea goes for an upgrade. It looks like Crimea has their eye on that upgrade star. Really hope Polania doesn't give Crimea a bunch of windows to get these combats too easily. They may just... I mean, we're substantially behind right now. They may just be settling for second place at some point here. Okay. take away the possibility of Crimea fighting us. We only have 2 cards though, so it really doesn't even do that, does it? Okay, we didn't really have anything else to do. I mean, Crimea, if they attack us, they're going to take away one of our cards anyway. There's not much sense in consolidating to be true, but at least we're getting the points for occupying this space. So as long as one is the same as several, let's go ahead and get a flag out. This at least means we can't lose this 2-star turn. But we are giving Crimea, this is what I didn't think about, we are giving Crimea the opportunity to get combats without losing pop. Which is probably not a good idea. But Crimea is not going to take advantage of it. They're going to fortify the factory. By popularity, but we're going to lose one here. Two stars and a bunch of coins. Hey Kaz, it is good evening for me. Look at this, guys. We're only 1 point off Crimean Militant. I mean, he's in tier 2. He just spreads around and grabs some combats and the game's over, but good grief. He's going for the upgrade stars. What's happening? Got a shot. I mean, it's an outside shot. We try to go take the factory from him? Albion clearly OP. We now have 3 combat cards, which means he probably can't 1v2 us. So I'm thinking what we do is we just keep making a trail toward the factory. Polani to get here. Metal if they want it. Enlist number 4 if they want it. They have the pop to spare, yeah. Take number 1 and take number 3. Polani gets their first star in round 18. But only 10 behind us. Okay, this move, we're gonna have to do this right. Okay, they can't wayfare to this spot, and they can't river walk here because Polani is all over them here. So these guys here are unprotected by workers. I don't think they have 2 pop to spare. So they have 2 pop to give. Which means we've got to have 3 workers on both spots. So, much as I hate doing this, I'm gonna bring all these workers with me. 35 coin. Yeah, we've actually outgained Crimean Militant on coins. And we have more points. But I mean, what do we do now? We're not at the factory. We can't move. We need to move. Trade for pop. We didn't upgrade it. Trade for a card. How much power does Crimea have? Oh, they've almost got the power star. Reduce for points. Good. Sounds so bad. You know, how many cards does Crimea have? They're bound to have better cards than us. Look at this. Crimea is going to spread out here. Lonnie builds another building here. The Crimea at 11 popularity. $15 power. I think Crimea gets the power star this turn. Or the they're gonna get 2 stars this turn, right? We're gonna get the power star and the upgrade star and maybe an objective. We might be able to end if we can get 1 more turn, but I'm not sure we're gonna get it. No one's gonna build any more buildings. Trade for a pop. We get another turn and we can't end, we can at least go to tier 2. Alright, Crimea. You have an objective? There it is. So close, guys. Did I just take 3rd because I took a pop? No, I won the tiebreaker. I should have checked that though. Okay, get this, guys. Next turn, we get one more turn. We take the factory. We get King of the Hill. We win the game. One turn away from taking down Crimean Militant. Wow. That was close.